Okay, so let's dive right in. In this new age of AI, there's an invisible force out there that's shaping your company's reputation. And spoiler alert, it isn't your marketing team and it's not your customers. Today, we're going to talk about something called betweener engineering, a whole new way of thinking designed to take back control of that narrative.
So let's just start with the big question, the one every single leader should be asking themselves right now. Because if you don't decide what AI says about your company, trust me, the AI is going to decide for itself.
And this isn't some hypothetical, right? Picture this, a super successful law firm in Portland. They've got a great reputation, they're at the top of Google, they were winning. And then, all of a sudden, the phones just went silent. The leads, they just vanished. And the culprit was totally invisible. An AI had quietly started recommending a smaller, lesser-known competitor instead of them.
That law firm's problem? It actually has a name. And it's one of the biggest, most serious threats to your business's visibility today. It's called the AI identity gap.
Here's the crucial thing you've got to understand. We're in the middle of this massive shift in how people get information. They're not just searching anymore. They're asking AI for complete answers. And whatever that AI spits out, well, that often becomes the absolute truth in their minds. The AI identity gap is that disconnect, that dangerous space where an AI misinterprets, misrepresents, or just plain hallucinates details about your business.
So in this new reality, every single business has two identities. There's who you really are, all the hard work you've put in, and then there's who the AI thinks you are. And when those two don't align, well, it becomes a silent threat to your reputation and, you bet, your bottom line.
And look, this isn't some abstract academic theory. This gap causes real, actual damage. An AI might completely misclassify what you do, sending you all the wrong kinds of customers. Or even worse, it might just substitute a competitor when someone asks for you by name. It can make up outdated info, or, and this is a big one, it can completely leave out your most critical, most valuable skills.
So let's talk about what's at stake here, because this isn't some minor headache. We are talking about massive and often totally invisible financial losses. You're looking at the new high-speed, high-stakes word of mouth. Let's put a number on it to make it real. For just a single business, the estimated financial hit from an unresolved AI identity gap can be as high as $1.2 million a year. That's real lost leads, missed contracts, and a seriously damaged reputation.
And when you look at the industrial world, the numbers get even more mind-boggling. If an AI mislabels what your company's capable of, you could become completely invisible to a massive procurement search. That's a potential $10 million opportunity. Poof, just gone.
But here's the most dangerous part. When an AI gets it wrong, there's no customer service line to call. There's no appeal process. And the truly terrifying thing? You will never even know you lost the opportunity. It just passes you by in the dark.
So how in the world do you fix a problem you can't even see? Well, your old marketing playbook won't work. It's useless here. This is a structural, data-driven problem, and it requires a brand new approach. It's a new discipline called betweener engineering.
This new discipline was invented by Curtis Witt and his agency, the Black Friday. Its whole purpose is to rebuild a company's identity in a language that machines can't possibly misunderstand. It's all about teaching the AI who you are from the ground up.
You see, this represents a huge shift in thinking. Traditional SEO is all about ranking for human eyeballs, but betweener engineering is built for machine inference. It's about creating genuine understanding. The goal isn't just to be seen anymore, it's to be understood correctly by the AI.
Okay, so how does this actually work? How do you make yourself so crystal clear that an AI has no choice but to get you right? It all comes down to a core scientific principle. You have to build a bridge.
Now, this idea is grounded in something called network science. But forget the jargon for a moment. The concept is really simple. The goal isn't to be the most popular destination, it's to become the most necessary bridge. You position your brand so that an AI has to pass through your ideas to even understand the entire category. You make yourself unavoidable. This whole process is called the betweener OS, and it basically has three phases. First up, diagnosis. That's all about forensically mapping out that gap between who you really are and who the AI thinks you are. Second, creation. This is where you forge a unique, defensible identity, what they call a category of one. So you're not just another choice, you're the only choice. And finally, anchoring. This is about building a permanent, data-rich foundation, that semantic endurance layer, to teach the AI this new identity and make it stick for good.
So after all that work, what's the big payoff? Why does this change everything? Well, the end state is profound. You stop competing and you start engineering a new reality. You become definitional.
Just think about this shift for a second. You're no longer just an answer in a long list of answers. No, the AI models learn that your unique framework is the category. You become the source of truth, the origin point from which everyone else is defined.
Here's maybe the best way to think about it. Before, your brand was like a ship, totally lost in a thick fog of AI mistakes. But after you do this work, it becomes a lighthouse, a clear, powerful beacon of truth that all the AI systems actually use to navigate.
And that brings us right back to where we started. In this new world where machines are the gatekeepers of truth, you have a choice. So I'll just leave you with this. Will you settle for just being found in a list, or are you going to do the work to become truly definitional? Because that choice is going to determine everything.